Virginia here, bringing news, information, edification, prophecy through the spirit power of Yahweh, Bashon Yahushua, Bashon Kakudash. I want to give double honor to the apostle of GMS, the rule of well. Salutation to the Akim, the Hakwaf tuning in, and your Israelite friends that are scattered, Shakwaka Rob. And this is Proverbs 5. Now it says, My son, attend unto my wisdom, and bow thine ear to my understanding, that thou mayest regard discretion, and that thy lips may keep knowledge. One thing fail, this truth is for you so-called Negro, Latino, Hispanic, Native Americans. And one of the biggest things that has corrupted us is pride and arrogancy and lies. We have not been taught to be discreet and be content. But, godliness is gainingness and this insatiable desire of gaining and keep prospering and more and more and more and more. Basically being, greedy, a glutton, and don't have no type of no judgment or being circumspect. So it says, for the lips of a strange woman drop as a honeycomb, her mouth is smoother than oil, and that strange woman is philosophies. And who's in power right now? The so-called white man. And what is he doing through his science, his technology, and his power that's been given to him from the heavens? To what? Deceive the whole earth. Corrupted through his deceit, his witchcraft, his sorcery. That strange, going into the harlot, in Isaiah 34. She seemed as if, she's delicate, she's pretty, she's loyal, she's so fathomable, she's so, she's so into you, and she's here to help you and be your only one, and but here it is, the whole time she has an ulterior motive to destroy you and get you murdered. And when you believe in these philosophies of the so-called white man in America, in the deceits and his lies, what will happen to you is but her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. And through the 2/3, which you're going to see be obliterated and caught up with so much death and destruction and famine, and so much instruments of cruelty and death, you're going to they're going to be cut asunder, and they're going to wish that they never believed the so-called white man in his lies. Her feet go down to death. Verse 5, her feet go down to death, her steps take hold on hell. Lest thou shouldest ponder the path of life, her ways are movable, that thou cannot know them. Hear me now, therefore, ye children, and depart not from the words of my mouth. Again, I got other scriptures I'm going to bring forth, but through Yahweh Shah, you will only be through Yahweh Shah is the only way you're going to be redeemed and be guided and not be caught up in the ways of the philosophy of the so-called white man in Babylon, America, which is Babylon the Great. Remove thy way far from her, and come not nigh the door of her house, lest thou give thy honor unto others, and thy years unto the cruel. Let strangers be filled with thy wealth, and thy labors be in the house of a stranger. And it's so crazy because when you look at all Jake has become, all our wealth has been given to the so-called white man. That's how he became rich. First and foremost, we were beguiled by the so-called white man, put in slave ships. Northern Kingdom was conquered through that strange woman, her deceit, her lies. And then the wealth that we labored for, and everything that we even do, it goes into the devil's hands. I don't like this Negro, but one thing, this nigga said was right. Like, the Negro Charleston White, he was like pretty much said, you people don't, those Jews depend on us. These shit. They might fight. They might strike the video, but those issues depend on our people, so-called Negro, Latino, Hispanic, Native Americans. So through your stupidity, your stubbornness, your foolishness, and your love for just being rebellious, Esau depends on that. Esau depends on you Negroes to be in a beast, animalistic state of mind, style state, because then he can control you. But when you're out of hand, out of control, emotional, no circumspect, no judgment, the Heavenly Father has to destroy you. Because now all you're doing is laboring and giving basically you giving the so-called white man power and upper hand. And thou mourn at the last when thy flesh and thy body are consumed. And say, how have I hated instruction, and my heart despised reproof, and have not obeyed the voice of my teachers, nor inclined my ear to them that instructed me. I was almost in all evil in the midst of the congregation assembly. Let me see. So, yeah, let me see. Salaki, lost where I was. Yeah, drink water out of thy own kisser, and running water out of thy own well. And what is the kisser? This truth. The words of Yahweh Shem Shah is the living waters, known as the living waters. Did not Yahweh Shah say, what is it? If you're thirsty, drink of this water, you will thirst no more. Let thy fountains be dispersed abroad and rivers of waters in the streets. Let them be only thy own and not strangers with thee. Let thy fountain be blessed and rejoice with the wife of thy youth. That's Jerusalem, the mother of us all. Let her be as a loving hen in pleasant road. Let her breast satisfy thee at all times. And be thou ravished always with her love. So, this truth you're supposed to love. Like, for instance, this truth is like, should be like your first wife, your woman. Every man loves a woman that has a body on her breast and, a shape, and that nice behind on her. What man would not want, a woman that's so, beautiful. Hey, the Lord said beauty is behold of a man. And you have to look at the scriptures as such. If you don't look at a woman, if you don't look at this book as a delight for a beautiful woman, hey, then again then you'll be disguided. Blinded by the women that Esau throw at you, his lies. And why would thou, my son, be ravished with a strange woman, and embrace the bosom of a stranger? Exactly. So here it is. This truth is your wife, but you want to take a hold of another whole different doctrine, lies and deceit. You want to take hold of that woman. For the ways of man are before the eyes of the Lord, and he pondereth all his goings. His own iniquity shall take the wicked himself, and he shall be holden with the cords of his sins. He shall die without instruction, and in the greatness of his folly he shall go astray. And again, let me see. Make sure I don't have nothing else in this. So, that was for the other lesson, Salaki. And what's one thing how the Lord kept us from being be taken from the ways of the other woman, philosophy. So Isaiah 28:16. Therefore thus said the Lord Yahweh, behold, I lay in Zion for a foundation, a stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation. He that believes shall not make haste. So exactly, So the Lord created, Yahweh created, a savior, and through him, Yahweh Shai, he opened up the books, to open up the seals, was able to open up the seals of this book, and wisdom was given, and the light was given to us. Him being our foundation, our solid ground, our rock foundation, we're not easily moved now. Now we can't, through Yahweh Shai, now we can't. It's, hey, like the scripture says, Esau will try to even deceive the elect, but will not be able to. Why is that? Because we have Yahweh Shai as our head cornerstone. So it said, 1 Peter 2:4, to whom coming as unto a living stone, disallowed indeed of men, but chosen of Yahweh and precious. Ye also as lively stones are built up a spiritual house in holy priesthood, to offer up spiritual sacrifices through how? Offering up our bodies. So we know now through, how we have become lively stones through Yahweh Shai. Now it says Yahweh Shai offered up his body as a slave and sacrifice to, fully control his body for the duty of Yahweh and to honor his father. Same thing with us. Now we have duty to humble ourselves and have control over this body, this flesh, to have it work and do the deeds of and make honor of Yahweh Shai. So it says, and again, that's how Yahweh Shai, being that sacrificial lamb. Now, him being an example to us. Now our body is like the sacrificial lamb to Yahweh Shai, a sweet savour smell, to offer up a spiritual sacrifice accepted to Yahweh by Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Wherefore also it is contained in the scripture, behold, I lay in Zion a chief cornerstone, elect, precious, and he that believe on him shall not be confounded. So again, we're not ashamed because because due to us believing in this truth, we're not set by. It's like we're living in the shadows, man. I'm gonna just say it like that. We're not rich. We don't have no really, we don't have no status. And people really don't want to hear what we got to say. But here it is. We got the true riches. We're not considered high value men. We're pretty much just considered as poor men, just some angry Negroes that is angry because due to where we at. But really, we are those high value men. 1 Corinthians 3:13. Let me see. I want to bring this out first. Matthew 7:24. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man, which built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. So again, all this television, media control, the death threats, everything, that's why you go into Romans 9, I think 30, sorry, at 35, it tells you, shall any adversity separate us from this truth. One thing, one thing too, he is mad at us because we don't believe him. He can't get to us. He can't control us. And it's like Elder Yashwama said, he made a beautiful point. We have how did it go? Pretty much, we're on the best platform ever because we can say what we want. We can say, basically my point of bringing that up and bringing that up what Elder Yashwama said, because now we don't, pretty much is not watered down. It's like anybody in the music industry world or in the media world, whatever, they can't really say what they want. They're paid off. If they say certain things that Esau might put them to death. Esau might take their money, remove them, basically shun them and cast them out. See, the thing about it with us, we don't give a fuck about anything about out here. You can't, we're not paid off, we're not bought off. We say what we want. It's not no watered down. We're not trying to be PC, politically correct. So it says, and everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be like unto a foolish man which built his house upon the sand. And the lies of Esau is the saying. If you try to build up, hey, that's going into a man that is double minded. You try to go, you try to build upon, Esau's lies and another lie here, and basically and when you look at these people out here in Babylon, you can just clearly see that their feet is not planted upon them. They're easily shaken. They're scared, and they're trying to hide behind that mask that they have on. Everybody is a character. Everybody has a mask on. Because why? Because everybody is not sure of themselves. Nobody's foundation is sure. It's not solid. But with us, our foundation is solid. Why? Because we have Yahweh Shem Shah. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it. And you 2/3, man, your fall is going to be very great. Because here it is going now with that. I'm going to go to this last one. First Corinthians, every man's works, First Corinthians 3:13. Because see, everything that our people, that strange woman that our people took upon, you know, they took upon it, they laid with her, put a baby in her, married her. And so now they think they were a short case. Now, they think, just because they love America, they accept everything, they have no hate in their heart. They just go along to get along. They go get college degrees. They get they get the top. Well, shit, they make it. They make it in society. They go through the become so. Some of them may become Masons, become sellouts, etc. I mean, it's so much, man. In this society where people go through the cracks, through the back door, go into the room, sell out. Sell their own people down the drain, sacrifice other people. Get into all sorts of wickedness. The dark side of America. But the thing about the point is, you taking a hold of that strange woman. Every man's work shall be made manifest. So it says, for the day shall declare it. So here it is. We're going to see every. You just had a chick that came up to our camp, and pretty much, we gonna see. We gonna see it. We gonna see very soon. Who's right, who's wrong. Well, we're gonna see. Yeah, we damn sure gonna see. And we understand that the majority of these people out here, they ain't got it. They're wrong. Your college degree is not going to save you. You believing in America is not going to save you. Being a Christian or a Catholic or just a wicked, abominable, nigga or woman is not going to save you. You getting money, chasing the bag, having your own business. It's not going to save you. Everything that our people have done, and they think that if they do it, so that's going to be the end of it. That's going to save them. But it says, for the day shall declare it, because it shall be revealed by fire, and the fire shall try every man's work of what sort it is. If any man's work abide which he hath built thereupon, he shall receive a reward. If any man's work shall be burned, shall suffer loss, but he himself shall be saved, yet so as by fire. Know ye not that the temple of Yahweh and the spirit of Yahweh dwelleth in you? So again, everybody's work, everybody's deeds and works is going to be revealed by fire, if it's right or it's wrong. And if you come through, hey, Salaki, the 1/3, the ones that's on the highways and the byways doing these lessons, trying to do the best they can, for Yahweh Shem Shah, that's going to be the one that's going to make it. And the 2/3 that, disregarded everything from, Yahweh Shem Shah, they were scoffing, scorners. They loved Esau. They believed it, in America wholeheartedly. They took the scene. They don't take the hip. They're gonna vote until they die. Believe, when they get home, they're gonna turn on the football. basketball, hockey, whatever. Turn on CNN, whatever E says, they're gonna do. Why? Because they believe in that strange woman, those philosophies, that witchcraft, that sorcery. But that's gonna be to your demise. And again, everybody's work is gonna be made manifest. See if it was of man, or was it of Yahweh Shah. With that, I'm gonna say Shalom.